Okay, so when I made my Canon video, which was I think like a week and a half ago, I don't remember exactly. It's been a little bit since I've uploaded, but you know, we're back. Low tier city 2v2s are this weekend, so if I don't upload too often until after, understand why, but there was a patch, and if you watch low tier city ones, you understand it's the same patch Spear got buffed in. And there's one weapon that ended up actually getting hit way harder than anything else. And it was simply by making sidelight like consistent and working, essentially. And that weapon was none other than Cannon. Now, Cannon is just an absolute freak of a weapon, so probably going to hit some 0 to deaths. I mean, they're very easy to perform, but let's get into it. So with Cannon, a big thing that I think should be known is that all you need to do to perform these 0 to deaths is like catch with one sidelight. And sidelight's crazy because you can catch it with like, you can catch so many different dodges with it. That's the part that really blows me away, is the fact that there's so many different ways you can just randomly catch a dodge off sidelight. And then in some cases, you're literally locked in to a 0 to death, depending on where you get hit at. As far as I know, I mean, this is the only weapon that can really like do this in the current game, which isn't really a good thing. I'm not saying every other weapon should have something like this, but to be fair, Cannon sidelight now and being able to just like string like this is just ridiculous. I mean, like I said, I'm not even that much of a Cannon player. Obviously, now that I have kind of seen how easy it really is to like do this stuff, it's on my mind. I'm probably gonna play some Onyx, but it's sad because I was like, let me tell you my woes. I was looking at Onyx before the patch happened, and then I kind of ended up shying away from it because I was like, yeah, there's just better picks for Cannon, and I think like Shang's better, and they also nerfed Onyx considerably, which was deserved, but even now, like, I personally think Onyx has the best like raw cannon kit. To be fair though, they all have their benefits. Right now, Sidra is like dummy strong, dude. Sidra is just like unreal, I think, with cannon. Now, that isn't what like won North America. What won North America ended up actually being Onyx. However, for EU and yeah, I think just EU actually, what won was Sidra. So Sidra definitely is a popular pick. What makes her like really good in comparison to the other Cannon characters is that you have Sword there for like consistent kills, and then you have Cannon for that like really good damage. So I personally don't think Cannon's like horrible at killing, but you know, Sword is Sword, and it's super easy to set up with. We're just gonna rotate through all the cannons. This guy, give a little taunt back. All right, grab your stuff. I should have actually picked up Cannon there, but yeah, I mean, I think each Cannon character has like some merit to them. Zol kind of makes up for Cannon, like being maybe a little harder to kill with the combos and stuff, but with that like 9 to 10 force that you can have, it honestly is pretty insane. I think Onyx has like just a really good kit overall. Now, to be fair, gauntlets and Cannon kind of do the same job. You kind of have to get like a dodge. It's not always good to rely on the combo with them, in my opinion, but to be fair, Onyx Sigs are very good across the board. Not to mention, I think the stat spread is also just like insane. And then you have Sidra, which I elaborated a bit more on, and I think Sidra stats, especially if you're taking the minus dex stance, so like Sidra stats are some of the best in the game right now, and it's just like, it's crazy. And that makes me want to talk about dex stance a little bit with Cannon. You don't need it. You literally don't need it. I mean, if you watch what people were playing, it's so unnecessary to just have dex stance on and a lot of weapons. But Cannon, I'll be honest, Cannon's one, I think, the most that you feel nothing. Like, there's nothing else to be said. Like, some weapons I can tell. Cannon, I can't even tell. Because you're still going to get, if you do catch that dodge, you're going to get, like, a possible 0 to death off of it, or at the very least, like, 4 hits if you play your cards right. One thing to be careful, though, I think a lot of people who are, like, getting into playing Cannon, don't just like, you actually still have to figure it out. The weapon is kind of whack in neutral still. Like, Cannon Sidelight obviously made its punish game very good, but it's like, the weapon can still feel kind of awkward sometimes, I would say. Endlight isn't anything special, and don't just get into the habit of fishing for sidelight. Like, you're gonna have to let your opponent kind of do the work for you a lot of the times. However, to be fair, I don't think Cannon necessarily is a weapon you have to like reset in neutral a ton with, because like once you get that one hit, you know, you're able to just keep going. It's not like Sword where you get 2 hits and then you gotta reset. You get 1 or 2 hits on Cannon, and then, you know, you can be like, okay, well, I can like do a little dash back, mix it up a bit, get a little string, ground pound. Oh, I love weapon throws. That was very sad. Lin Fei. Oh yeah, I forgot Lin. I'll be honest, I forgot Lin Fei was a character. Right now, I think it's safe to say Lin Fei is worst Cannon character. I like Isaiah and Lin Fei are the 2 I didn't mention. They're definitely like the 2 worst, I would say. I don't even know. Like, guns are really good right now. I think Isaiah's Sig kit is like, it isn't bad. I shouldn't even really say anything about the Sig kit necessarily, but Lin Fei, especially with that high dex, it's like, I hear you gain some stuff on guitars. I don't think it really matters at all. Like you can always make an argument, oh, like you can get this thing, like you can get 2 frames off here, and then, you know, you can do this, this, and this, and it's like, okay, but how often are you going to be doing that stuff anyways? Or how often does it really even matter? If like at the end of the day, if you catch someone's dodge, then it's like, it's GG anyways. Oh, I wonder what I could have done instead. Oh no, is that dare wasn't that? That was though. God bless soul. Honestly, this character is such an absolute meathead. Like, if you want a Cannon character to start out on, I think this is the best to go to. Sidra as well is just a really good baseline. Like, it's actually insane. I think it'd be wise for me to like also talk about what I think of Cannon as like a whole when it comes to like, you know, how friendly is it for beginners? Because I know not all of you can be as talented as Cole from Lego Ninjago, but I think that Cannon in its current state, with how you get like the 0 to deaths and stuff, I think and just like how you rack up damage and punish dodges, since it all like stems and revolves around sidelight for the most part, I think it's honestly a pretty good weapon for beginners. Not to mention it is like possibly the best weapon in the game. You know, everyone has their opinions. I think this one though is pretty agreed upon right now. So yeah, like not only is it like not that hard of a weapon to like really learn and get the feel of, obviously, you know, the higher level you get, the harder it is probably going to be to like I said earlier, play in neutral and get those punishes. But I think anyone can like learn this weapon. It's not terribly complicated. It just takes a little time, like anything else. You know, it's not like a scythe or like a oh, what's another weapon? It's not like a scythe or I forget what other weapon. Bow. Like both those I think are kind of hard to get a really good feel for. Even blasters too. But yeah, Cannon. I mean, you know, you just got to be a little bit of a monkey and gotta be like, ooh, or a cave. Not even monkey, like a caveman. You gotta be like, ooh, me sidelight. Me sidelight sir. Me sidelight dare. You know, stuff like that. And you're honestly sad. After hitting that clip, I gotta be honest, guys. Oh, no way. I honestly was I'm wanting to hit a minigun clip on this guy, but I don't know if that'll happen or not. Bomber? Nope. Bang bang. All right. Shot or sniper. I actually have been thinking about playing this guy, but I don't know. I think Isaiah is like really sick. The stat spread isn't the best. They're definitely like, honestly, Onyx is just flat out better in my opinion, but you know, there's definitely like merit to Isaiah. I mean, you know, he's cool, I guess. That can be the perk. But that was sick. I can't ignore that. That was pretty sick. Nice job, Cole from Lego Ninjago. We'll do one more game after this. And we'll see who we're gonna play. I actually think there's only one other option. I think it has to be Lin Fei. I wasn't gonna play Lin Fei, but I feel like I guess it's a bit unavoidable. So let's close this one out. Honestly, I didn't even get to play much cannon to this guy. This guy's just such a beast on scythe. Oh yeah, by the way, I saw some of you guys in the comments on my spear video saying how like, oh, spear finally is consistent and stuff. It's like, God, come on. Spear is honestly, it's been fine. Or not been fine, but it's like that punish that I was showing. It wasn't like, oh, that, like, I'm trying to remember. Someone said like that dodge I shown like wasn't like good or optimal, and obviously, you know, not all YouTube comments are the best. It's generally a good thing for, I think, people who make the videos to look away from them. Nothing against the guys who actually do leave real comments, but yeah, it's like that wasn't the point. The point is I'm showing you that there's potential to get a pretty easy 72 damage setup. And it's just like, it's the same with this. Like, people are going to be like, oh, but you just got to dodge this way and you'll be fine. But yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with cannon. Like, yeah, sure, there are probably like 1 or 2 dodges that are relatively safe most of the time. But the thing is, you can't always rely on that. And more than likely, if the opponent's good enough, you know, they're going to be able to figure out how to get around that and end up punishing you really, really, really hard for it. And the scary part about cannon, and yes, it is OP. Like, I think that it's just, that's how it is. They finally made Sidelight work, and turns out when you have Sidelight working, it's just a whole different beast, honestly. And already, I'm feeling the wrath of Axe. Oh, man. You know what? It's because I didn't have cannon. That's why. Oh, man. Lin Fei, I think, is just so bad. Like, if you're opting to play Lin Fei instead of the other cannon characters, you are a brave soul. Or you must just really, really, like, enjoy Katars. Because there's, like, zero reason. There's also better Katar characters. I think Ragnar is, like, really, really, really good. Oh, I went right into that. Also, Lin Fei's Sig kit. The only one that I really like on Lin Fei is probably the N-Sig. I think the N-Sig is, like, dummy quick, and it's actually just super hard to punish. Also, off of Sidelight now, it's one of the few, like, SIGs I've labbed with this new cannon. It's 3 frames. No way. I almost ruined this guy's day. I can't believe I didn't get that. I'm actually a bit upset that I didn't get that, because that would have been a clip and a half. I don't want to have just a clip on Zol. I'm being honest. After I talked about how, oh yeah, this character is a bit of a meathead, you know. If you don't know what cannon character play Zol. And then I just hit that freakish clip on him. Nice. Endlight's still a move. It's not like super insane, but Endlight, like, I think Endlight's, you know, it's Endlight, like, it spikes. That's like the main benefit of it. But other than that, oh, I was gonna say, other than that, I was gonna 0 to death him, but that didn't happen, did it? Now we can't 0 to death. But all right, I guess I could mention cannon matchups. I mean, cannon matchups, I think Spear honestly does really good into it. I think that guns also can be fairly good. I don't know about Orb. Orb's one I'm not sure of either. I think right now the big struggle against cannon is that people just straight up don't know how to play against it. So once people will, like, learn how to play against it, you know, the damage, if you do make that one bad dodge, you're still going to get possibly 0 to death. So you got to be super careful with that. And I'd expect to see the cannon nerf at some point. But yeah, I think that's all the cannon characters. If I forgot one, I know you guys are going to let me know. But I appreciate everyone watching, and I'll see you in the next one.